hope this means there's going to be slides. You need a pencil? Ready to go? Hello, everyone. Welcome to Elevate. My name is Kelby McNair. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all to VTC. I'm a part of the team filling in for Rev.Lesia this evening. So we're all going to have a super good time together. At this time, I'd like to invite you, if you feel so inclined, to maybe step up on your feet and maybe get a little step clap going on. We got a great song for you from Eddie Watkins Jr. from Detroit. And yeah, if you don't know it yet, you will after like a second. It's pretty catchy. All right. Now we got some lyrics on the screen if you want to follow along. We've got Peter Dowse on the bass tonight. The wonderful Pablo Cardenas on piano. Here we go. This is a song that talks about how anything is possible when you believe. Ain't that the truth? Anything is possible when you believe. Woo! Anything is possible when you believe. Faith can make a mountain move when you believe. Uh-oh, here we go, there we go. I was following those lyrics. They're jumping all over the place. Here, let's do that faith again. Faith can make a mountain move when you believe. All right. Faith can make a mountain move when you believe. Know that you can change your life when you believe. Can I get a little help on the claps? We can make a life when you believe. Oh, that's great. Thank you, thank you. Here comes the clincher. In yourself. In yourself. In yourself. In yourself. All right, now take a moment to maybe say hello to a neighbor, meet someone you haven't met before, share your favorite dance move, say hi. You don't have to hug. You can shake hands, but you can hug. We'll just let Pablo groove for a minute. Gonna make a mountain move when you believe. Make a mountain move. Gonna make a mountain move when you believe. Gonna make a miracle when you believe. Gonna make a miracle. Gonna make a miracle when you believe. We can stay on this slide. We're gonna stay right there. Here we go. Everything you want, you got when you believe. what you got when you believe. Moving on, moving on. In yourself. 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 And we can stay right there, yeah? I believe in me. I believe in you. When we believe in each other, there ain't nothing we can't do. I believe in me, and I believe in you. We believe in each other. Here we go. There ain't nothing we can do. Woo! All right. Thank you all so much for singing and dancing and saying hi to everybody. Now, as I said, welcome all of you to VTC. I think I'm going to come on up to the front. Do I need to come to the front? I'll stay right here. Yeah, no, come on. We have this incredible tech team with multiple cameras, so really anywhere I go, they're going to find me. So it's my great pleasure to welcome you here to VTC this evening. And we are here to do one thing and one thing only. Does anybody know what that is? Oh, I like it. What, did you read that behind? Oh my gosh. There we go. Live life lovingly. And however that may be, and whatever tools or methodology or philosophies we bring to the table, we're here to be together and to share in love. How's that sound to everybody this evening? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Feels good to me too. It feels good to be sharing this night with you. Thank you all so very much. Now let me just consult the order here. Oh, hey, is there any new people here tonight? People who have never been to VTC before? Okay, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't get to meet you before. May I ask your name?
My name is Boniface, but mostly people call me Bonnie.
Bonface? Or Bonnie? Wow, am I saying Bonface right?
Yes.
It's lovely. Where does that name come from, please?
Originally from Kenya.
Wow, beautiful.
French is a good pleasure.
I love it.
Bonfast in French would be nice face.
Whoa, I love it. Bonface. Nice to meet you. Welcome, welcome. And yourself, please? Leslie, hello. Nice to meet you. Is that an L-E-S-L-E-Y or L-E-S-L-I-E? I-E, nice to meet you. Can we say, we have like a little welcome, a little way that we like to say it. Can we all say, we love you, we appreciate you, and we're so glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. How's that for a welcome? That's right. And there we go. That's who we are. And now we'd like to move on to the land acknowledgement to let you know where, oh yes, please.
Oh, I was just thinking the land acknowledgement.
Thank you, yeah. We're going to pass that over to Glenn because we're in this beautiful space that's been here for 100 years, but it's also on a place that's been here for a lot longer than that. Glenn Sheridan.
Let's see if that works. Yes, hello, thank you. Is that high? Is that very loud? Okay, sounds really loud up here. Okay, let's just center ourselves in where we are and just breathe. Remember, we are somewhere. We're always somewhere. And no matter where we come from, it is beautiful to remember that so much life has come before us and will come after us. And in this moment, let's remember together in gratitude and humility as we gather on Lekwungen territorial land, which is the land of the Songhees and Esquimalt nations, whose enduring stewardship of the land, sky, and sea sustains all life that flows through here. We honor their profound reverence for the energies of these sacred places. What a blessing, a gift, and privilege it is to be able to live, to breathe, to work, to play, and co-create in the shared spirit of harmony, respect, and love upon these sacred lands. May our community uphold this legacy of care and interconnectedness with the Lekwungen peoples, and as they have and continue to embody in all that we learn and manifest here. Haichika, thank you. So, moving along to...
We have a wonderful reflective tune for you all.
Thank you.
Now these tunes come just in the moment. They're kind of like if you are at home and someone's making muffins. You can't have them until they're ready. So right now there is a muffin baking in the imagination of Pablo Cardenas. He's our pianist, and we will know just as much as you do, but he has a beautiful song prepared for all of us.
give thanks to the great spirit, great mystery, creator gods and goddesses for creating this world in the form of a sea, a field of beautiful, beautiful love. And everything in it, a fractal of that love. I thank you to the elemental gods for giving so generously, giving us life, heat, air, water, and earth, and all things we need. I give thanks for the gods. I understand that this universe was sung into creation. Thank you for the beautiful music, the beautiful flowers, the beautiful people that, as I understand things, you see as flowers. Each of us coming into our fullness and our beauty as part of our purpose. And I thank you all for being here this evening. Thank you to those online as well. Thank you to the incredible musicians. That was magnificent. Thank you, Pablo, Peter, Kelby. Beautiful, beautiful music.
Thank you so much. Pablo, what was that?
Yeah, what was
It's a piece called Don Quixote. It came from Egberto Gismonti.
From Brazilian composer Egberto Gismonti?
Don Quixote.
Don Quixote.
What's the translation in English?
Well, I believe that's Don Quixote is the character from Cervantes' novel.
And that's the name of the
That's
song?
the name of the
Oh,
song.
wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I know, right?
Crazy adventure.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Pablo.
Imagination and living in imagination. Which brings us to our monthly theme. So if you're new to VTC, we do this thing where we have a monthly theme, which allows us to hone in on a concept, explore an idea for a month. And this month's theme is transformation. So we have this beautiful butterfly right here. I was learning the other day about how there's a period from a caterpillar, it then, when it builds the cocoon, I don't know if this is a scientific term, but has anyone heard the term imagine it? Or it's the term that's applied to the phase, the magic, the goo that happens inside the caterpillar. Inside the cocoon. So the caterpillar builds this cocoon, and then it surrenders itself to this transition, this transformation, this metamorphosis where it releases everything that was once caterpillar, and then in this kind of little primordial stew mixture becomes what will be a butterfly, but only once it apparently only gains the strength to fly from pushing its way out of the cocoon and then drying its wings and then flying. So it's a wonderful metaphor, a wonderful concept, a wonderful thing for us to explore. So that's the theme for February, and I believe at this point the next slide would show an affirmation. Am I correct in that assumption? Ha-ha! There it is. Okay, so this is an affirmation. This one is from the VTC Values Compass, which you may not see behind us in the sanctuary yet, but there is a values compass that was created by the congregation, by the community of values, and so this comes specifically from there. We consciously experience the infinite potentiality of our being. So what we like to do here is to take a moment to look at that maybe, and you can stay seated or you can stand, but you can try putting that out there in words and seeing how it feels. Maybe we can all take a deep breath together and give voice to this. We consciously experience the infinite potentiality of our being. It can be very different to read something as to say it. So Does anyone have any experience of that text, of saying it, or any thoughts that might spring to mind, either about the affirmation or thoughts that are on your heart or on your tongue at this moment that they would like to share? Yes, we have one in the front row right here and another behind. Come on over.
Well, I just want to say that, maybe it has to do with the fire horse year energy or something, but as it was approaching in the last 2 or 3 weeks, I'm feeling more my potentiality. It's I think it's a long process of transformation for we humans. And I think we are meant to come in more and more to our full, beautiful flower self. And I feel something like that. I feel some more courage to put myself out there and do my work. And yeah, so I think that's speaking to that.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. So I love that idea that it's a long process, it's a long game, and a maturation process of being ready to step into things when the time is right. Thank you. Yeah, pass the mic over to you. I'm not sure how far it reaches.
Yeah, just talking on the subject of the affirmation, something that's really been coming through for me since I experienced my first Rage Club introductory workshop, which is where we go and be really conscious about practicing our rage and our anger, is that I've noticed that most of my life, until practicing this rage, I have been unconsciously masking what some of those raw emotions of anger have been. And so I'm now moving into consciously a 6-week Rage Club program starting mid-March to move into that infinite potentiality of my being. And what I've noticed from the first session and releasing some of that anger that was so deep in my womb, I've been accessing more joy. And so I wanted to share that. Yeah. There's one more spot and possibly even more at the series in March. If anyone wants to chat about that, I can connect you with my mentor. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing. Wow. That was beautiful. Very inspiring. And maybe when we come at the end of the session, there'll be a moment for community announcements. Maybe you'd like to share details about that workshop. It sounds deep, beautiful. Thank you so much. Now we have an opportunity to welcome up to the stage, once again, Glenn Sheridan. Is this a good time for you? Fantastic. Glenn has a beautiful talk for us that we'll step into now. Thank you so much.
Okay. That was like me, so I guess I'm doing it. Okay, so I had an inkling this morning that this kind of thing was going to happen, because last year was not feeling the best over the last few nights.
I don't think the microphone.
Is the mic on?
You're muted.
I'm muted. Okay. Sorry. Let's start again. That's me. Haha. Yeah. So I was saying I had an inkling that this might happen. There was a little nudge, and I take the bus to work in the morning, and it's very early, and sometimes I'm the only one there. And this morning there was a gentleman who was in some kind of distress, and he was just making a lot of noise, and the bus driver was getting very upset and frustrated with him. And it took him a while to realize that he needed to literally turn the man around and set him on the other side of the road to get the bus back to where he was going. So We were going towards the ferry, he was going to Langford. And I thought, I'm not going to do what the driver is doing, which is get very upset and let this... the man was having some difficulties, so it was a challenge to be in the space with him. And so I just sort of sent him like the good energy, and I thought, okay, he's someone loves him somewhere. He's going to figure it out, and he'll get home. And then when I got to work, I just had this strange feeling. It's like these images started coming, and I was like, okay, I don't know if Lesia is going to be doing the thing tonight, so let's see what that means, cancellation or a different way of stepping up. So I'm really glad that people are here, and I appreciate anyone who's also online to share with us what's going to unfold. So the thing is, you've got to say something when you're put in the position of doing a talk. You have to come up with some content. And the strange thing is that what I ended up coming up with is a person who's sort of new to me. I'll get his name in a second. And it was just a weird kind of series of seeming coincidences that happened. But this is the gist of it. So let's start with me putting a timer on. So I know I'm not going to go over because I'm kind of going to go under. So that means we'll figure it out. So this is a quote from Alan Watts, one of the big Western philosophers who went east, soaked himself in the wisdom, came back mostly to North America. He did stuff in his native Britain as well. He was on television. So he says, the real you is not a puppet which life pushes around. The real, deep down you is the whole universe. And that really got me started with like, okay, that's pretty good. I like that. But I wanted to go a little bit deeper. So what came up for me was a person who had a similar path. His name is Robert Adams, who's an American, I guess, sort of philosopher, but he was a person who just went to study with Sri Ramana Maharshi in India, basically in the 40s and the 50s. And he brought his knowledge and his wisdom back to North America, started a community in California, but he didn't really become big, like I'd never really heard of him. Robert Adams, I looked him up and it's like, he's an American photographer. It's like, no, that's not the same guy. There's another person called Robert Adams. Probably a bunch of Robert Adams. So this is one quote that got me interested, and it was something that it may click with you as well if you've heard this song here by Eddie Watkins Jr. He says, always remember deep in your heart that all is well and everything is unfolding as it should. That's literally the line from a song by Eddie Watkins Jr. All is well and is unfolding as it should. And he says, there are no mistakes anywhere at any time. What appears to be wrong is simply your own false imagination. That's all. And one of my favorite teachers, Neville Goddard, really shook me up with something he said, which is what God is your own human imagination. Like our use of our imagination is so powerful. Like it's the creative power that makes our whole life experience, and which is both beautiful and, potentially distressing for us, because our imagination, we're just sort of convincing ourselves of so much stuff all the time. And it's like, is life really so horrible? Yeah, sometimes it is, because we've used the power of God to make it seem horrible. But somehow we get through it. We thrive, you know. Going a little bit deeper, and this is the big one for me. This is the reason I said, oh yeah, I want to do a talk if it comes up. So this is him saying, Robert Adams, he's saying, deep down in your heart, know that all is well. Understand that the universe is your friend and can never hurt you. It is the substratum of all existence, which is love. When you develop a loving consciousness, there can be no problems. That's hard to take. If I listen to that, it can be difficult to take that on, but there can be no problems if you develop a loving consciousness. Then he says, which is the title of the talk, love takes care of everything. Love is the same as absolute awareness, pure intelligence, or the power of God. When you have enough love inside, there are truly no problems. And I've underlined this part. Problems only arise when you believe you are separate and lacking love. So, separate as in, back to Alan Watts, you're the whole universe. Each of you contains the whole universe. The universe is expressing as each of us here tonight and online. And sometimes that's hard to hear, you know, because you think, what is it doing? Like, why does it want to be doing that? Or when you see someone like I did this morning with the gentleman on the bus, or people, you know, there's violence in the world, there's hunger, there's pain, there's misery, but there's also beauty. You know, last week we had Evelyn and Daniel and Caitlin. Like, having a new baby in this room was like, oh wow, it just changes your whole, you know, your whole energy. I feel that anyway. Excuse me. So when I read this to Lesia, she said, yeah, that's good. And then she hits me with the questions like, okay, why does that resonate with you? And then, does it have anything to do with our monthly theme or our yearly theme, alignment, transformation? Like, you know, I don't get off just standing up here and like, hey, here's some wonderful wisdom from a dead guy, you know? So I had to go, okay, all right, I have to think of something here. So the idea of a friendly universe it's one I've heard before, and I think Einstein, there's a quote of him saying, there's one choice you have to make in life, which is the universe friendly or not? Because that's going to determine your whole manner of being in the world. And if you can trust in life or something, like trust in love, trust in life, trust in nature, that's a big one for, like, that. I go in and out of that one. I know who I am when I have my feet on the ground, and I can just hear and smell and taste the air and feel my breathing. So that's an Einstein take on that, you know. But the thing for me was that it takes me back to my first kind of spiritual awakening when my eldest sister started throwing all these books at me in the 70s and 80s with you know, Carlos Castaneda and the Prophet and all that kind of stuff. But the Seth material, which was Jane Roberts, the line that he has is, I live in a safe universe. Like, you have to take that on and say, I'm safe. And I've had in my lifetime opportunities to completely not believe that at all. Like physical attack, living in, you know, I was born in Northern Ireland, so there's, you know, I was born in the Troubles, so there was lots of opportunities to cement myself in that thing of like, no, like people aren't trustworthy and life isn't worth trusting. But I made the choice to say I live in a safe universe. And the other thing that this quote does for me is it's a clear reminder that love, as we say here, live life lovingly, love is, it equals God, it equals human imagination, and attention. Our own attention is a divine thing that when we focus on something, and in the quantum realm, we're collapsing the wave into reality as we focus on it, as we pay attention to it. And lastly, this quote, it closes the loop to include everything, or all that is, as I choose to call God, all that is, as being a loving presence and not subject to fear or lack. Problems melt away within this framework. This is me saying this. This is not the other guy. Love transcends all while the unity of all beings remains in focus. And this also challenges me because it in the wording of the quote, I'll read it again at the end, it challenges my tendency to chatter and talk and use words. And like at the prayer class I was in with Lesia and Sherry on the weekend, I had a lot of like thoughts and words going through my mind. I do that a lot because I think that's part of my value of myself, is how I use words cleverly. And it doesn't always work, of course, but so in other words, my mind talks to itself too much. So that was another answer. Like, so the thing is, alignment, does it align with either the theme of alignment or does it align with transformation? And I think that the idea of alignment with this principle of oneness and living playfully within a friendly universe, it encourages me to drift in and out of my comfort zone without panicking or giving in to fear or despair. And I can still be sad or angry or have rage or disappointment with my own lack of progress or achievements. But I can also return to what I know to be true, and that's what Robert Adams has offered here in this teaching. So this other thing came up of does this thing align with New Thought principles? Like, does this guy, who's from the Eastern tradition, does he align with this center's teaching of like New Thought? So I thought I would just quickly go over what the center is all about, you know. And these are the principles of New Thought, and I think for me it still holds true within this quote. So the main principles of New Thought being there's only one breath, one power, one life, spirit, source, love, energy, universe, God, whatever works for you. The divinity of all, so that's everyone and everything, is that oneness. And we are interconnected. We're reflecting and revealing the divine through one another. And New Thought talks about responsibility from a personal level of, you know, we create our reality according to how we use our mind and open our hearts. And it's up to us to use our minds and our hearts, open our hearts intentionally, purposefully, and in ways that support the affirmation and expansion of life. And we also use affirmative prayer to move energy, which we learned a little bit about it at the class on Saturday. So does the quote resonate with you at all? Like the one I read,
Read it again.
I'll read it again. Deep down in your heart, know that all is well. Understand the universe is your friend and can never hurt you. It is the substratum of all existence, which is love. So love is at the heart of everything. And when you develop a loving consciousness, there can be no problems. So it just melts away, I guess is what he's saying. Love takes care of everything. Love is the same as absolute awareness, pure intelligence, or the power of God. When you have enough love inside, there are truly no problems. Problems only arise when you believe you're separate and lacking love. So I guess the question would be, have you had in your life, do you have opportunities to tap into that? Like when you feel just unbelievable connection through loving a pet or a loved one or a friend, deep appreciation, just knowing kindness for someone or from someone, if that anchors you, is it something that you think that is actually the power of God that you can tap into and use? And if that's happening, well then, to use another another Buddhist kind of phrasing they ask you when you're meditating, if you're getting upset in your head, it's like, what in this moment is lacking? You know, if you're centered in your own being, then what's missing? You know, or like, there's other ways to do it. There's another thing that Robert Adams says, I forgot to say at the beginning, which is, he asks people when they're meditating and they're getting all in their own heads, he says, who are you when you're not thinking? Who is that? If you're thinking, you think it's you. But if you're not thinking, then who are you? What's left? You know? And I think what he's saying is, like, you're everything. You know, you can't actually separate yourself from, like, when you're totally aware of your being. It's the idea of, you know, there's a cup that you hold with nothing in it, and outside of the cup, there's nothing. So they're the same. It's just you've told a little story where there's a cup, and you're holding a cup. But it's still nothingness, so it's really everything inside the cup and outside the cup. So yeah, I'll leave you with that question is for the conscious conversation. Can you develop a loving consciousness? Do you feel you already have developed a loving consciousness? Do you do it more often than not? Like, are you on the 50% plus line? Do I feel loving more, or do I feel like, yeah, I'm not quite there yet? And yeah, thank you for your attention, for your time, and for being who you are, which is the whole universe. Thank you. Okay, so what's going to happen next? We're going to look at our piece of paper.
Well,
Conscious connection. We'll do about 8 to 10 minutes, and if you want to get into small groups, you're already in kind of small groups to talk, to chat, to share. I'll bring you back. I'll give you a 2-minute warning at the end, and I'll do this little thing to bring us back. Okay. 2-minute warning, 2-minute warning. Come back in 2 minutes, please. Okay, everyone, we're coming back together in a big group, a big love clump. That's the technical name for it.
It's too early. I'll stay here.
How's your stomach when you got home? You were okay?
Yeah, it was
Me too. I had a headache. It went away.
yeah, it has to.
Don't eat those things.
Hi, everyone. So, we in the band enjoyed Glenn's talk so much that we thought we'd introduce a different song to you. And we thought maybe you might like to learn it with us. Usually it'd be a sing-along where we'd have lyrics, but we don't. And I think the best thing is, since I only remember one verse in the chorus, we'll just do that. The words are, I'm not worried about tomorrow. Yeah? Today I declare freedom from yesterday, mistakes of the past. Today all things are made brand new, and don't it feel good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should? Yeah? E flat? I don't think I can figure out how to do that. But I think we'll all figure it out together. Is that E flat? No. Here we go. I'm not worried about tomorrow. I'm not worried about tomorrow. Today I declare freedom. Freedom from yesterday. Mistakes of the past. Today all things are made brand new. And don't it feel good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should? Let's do that again. I ain't worried about tomorrow. Today I declare freedom from yesterday, mistakes of the past. Today all things are made brand new. Don't it feel good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should? All is well, all is well. Divine Spirit is directing me right now, right now. All is well, all is well, all is well, and unfolding as it should. That's it. Now that came from Glenn's talk just now. Thank you, Glenn, so much for that. I hope you all had a wonderful time sharing in conscious conversation. We wonder if you'd like to sing that chorus out with us one more time. Then we'll move on to our regular scheduled program. All is well, all is well. Divine Spirit is directing me right now, right now. All is well, all is well. All is well, all is well. Let's see it. All is well and unfolding as it should. That's another Eddie Watkins Jr. tune, if I'm not mistaken. All is well. Glenn, I've put down my order of service somewhere. Oh, great. At this time, we would like to invite you to join us in this generosity affirmation. The idea is that generosity is something that you feel that is a gift to yourself. If you feel generosity, you also feel gratitude, and then you share that in a way that allows you to live life more lovingly. So if you'd like to join me, we're going to read this little affirmation together. You can try it on, see how it feels in your mouth. In gratitude I give, in gratitude I receive, by embracing generosity with enthusiasm and delight, yes sir, I celebrate the infinite possibilities of living life lovingly. And so it is. Now we have a silver bowl in the back there. Oh, there, is it going around? Fabulous. Now, Lesia had this idea that I thought was pretty beautiful. She suggested that you can, of course, put things in the bowl. You could put things of monetary value, but you can also put things of intention. It can be an offering. It can be a generosity of spirit, of community building, of what you envision for this moment or this place or something in your life. And so we can pass that bowl around as a metaphor or a physical collector. And just take a moment to sit with that as you like. There are lots of ways that you can share with this center and the work that they do. There's a little list there. There's e-transfers and credit cards and all sorts of things. The information is available up there on the screen. And if we move on to the next slide. Oh, wow, are we there already? Goodness gracious. I suggest that maybe while that bowl is going around, we might do another song. Lesia said we might have time for a little song. This is the feature song that we were originally thinking we might do. This is a beautiful song by the Italian composer Bruno Martino, and it speaks to the theme of transition, metamorphosis, and in this season that we're in, how many people have seen daffodils? Mm-hmm. Snowdrops, crocuses, cherry blossoms, plums. Yeah, it is happening. And hopefully, maybe we'll still get a little snow. But I hope. Did you get some snow? Where? Yeah. Oh, what? Oh, I hope so.
And wild parsley and wild thyme.
Wow, love it.
And wild chickweed.
Mm-hmm. Miner's lettuce, I saw this up already. Mm-hmm. And so this song is about the seasons, at least the lyrics in the English version. We hope you enjoy Estate. Wash away my sorrow with your sigh. Estate, how your golden sunlight bends the willow. Your perfume sends their fragrance to my pillow. Oh, who can love you half as much as I always feel you are near me. In all the songs the morning breeze composes, in all the tender wonder Thank you so much, Pablo Carlos, Peter Gauss.
Yeah, let's not bias.
Come on up here for the closing blessing. Oh, maybe that happened. Well, since I'm here, am I doing this? Are you doing the closing blessing? Here's the closing blessing.
I think aren't announcements first? The song was the blessing. You're the blessing.
Well, thank you. Right back.
Thank you. Okay, so, but it is on the little sheet that I'm doing announcements. So, if you have any prayer requests for yourself or another, you're welcome to put them on a piece of paper over there on the table. There's an appropriate piece of paper to put a prayer request. And there's a team that offers prayers in support of people who need them. You can become a member of the Victoria Truth Center, and there are forms on the back table or the side table there for that as well. And there are people who would be a candidate for giving some advice about membership. Is there people here? Bonnie? Maybe? If somebody was interested in membership, could they come and talk to you? Glenn? Somebody? I can talk. Glenn. So if you're interested in finding out about membership, talk to Glenn. How can I volunteer? Well, you can help if you come. Would be super helpful, apparently, if we came earlier and helped set up for the Elevate, these lovely tables and the candles and tea and all that kind of stuff. Denise is our most reliable member for that.
I've been getting a lot of help from Glenn.
Good. Anyway, that's one of the ways we can help. Another is to help put things back after we're finished here tonight. Por favor, chairs, take the tables apart or fold them down. Promote Elevate, bring people, and greet. You could be a greeter at Elevate. That would be very appreciated as well. Upcoming classes. Well, Exploring the Practice of Prayer, which Rev.Lesia and I are co-leading, is a 5-week Saturday afternoon program. So we've had week 1 already, last Saturday. So this coming Saturday is week 2, and it's still possible to join. If you're interested, you can ask me more about it. It's experiential. The basis, of course, is connecting with love. Lesia's approach is affirmative prayer, and my approach is relational prayer. It's by donation. The value we say is $195 for the series, but it's by donation to the Victoria Truth Center. So don't let money be an obstacle. This is the very first orientation class. Is that right, Glenn? So on Sunday, February 22nd, after the Celebrate session, there's the first Victoria Truth Center orientation class, and it's highly recommended to go to attend that. And we need to It's free, but we need to register, it says, and I guess we do that on the website, in the events section.
I think it's under contact.
Pardon?
I think it's under contact.
Under contact, okay. So I guess that's just to find out what is New Thought all about, what is the Victoria Truth Center all about? And there's flyers in the back, thank you, Liz. Beautiful. Okay, awesome. All right, so is that it for announcements? Oh, and, okay, oh, yes. So Lesia is leading this coming Saturday morning from 9 to 11:30, a 9D transformational breathwork class. This is the first one she's led in about 7 months because she had some health issues last year. And it's truly a transformational kind of experience. And so it's $65. You need to register at the register with Rev.Lesia at victoriatruthcenter.org.
Or you can scan that QR code, and I believe there's also a poster in the back, a flyer in the back,
Beautiful, thank you, Liz.
in the hallway.
Great.
Photo of that.
And the theme that they're having for the breathwork this time is healing the mother.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so you may not have all heard that. The theme for this Saturday's 9D breathwork is healing the mother wound. Beautiful. Thank you. All right, so every Sunday celebrate from 10:30 till noon. Second and fourth Sundays, there's a healing circle right immediately following the celebrate. The third Sunday is Fellowship Sunday. I think that was last week, right? This past Sunday. Sunday the 22nd, the orientation class. Every Wednesday, Elevate. Here we are at Elevate. Third Saturday, 9D transformational breathwork. That's this coming Saturday. And the prayer class that I already mentioned. From 1 till 3:30 p.m. on Saturdays. There's 4 more sessions to come. I encourage you to come to that. It's pretty amazing. Every Tuesday, these are other events that happen here. There's an Ark of Brotherhood Men's Circle, Tuesday evenings, Sunday night soundscapes. I don't know about that one. And Serpentine Belly Dancing, well, belly dancing, now that must be fun. Okay, and Coralina, thank you.
Yeah.
Do you want to make an announcement?
Yeah, sure. I don't need the mic. So I was talking about the anger or rage club, it's called. There is another spot right now. It's specifically with women, but my mentor's partner also works with men. So if you wanted to be on a list to be a part of some of this transformational work, it's sliding scale starting at 350. It's 2 hours a week for 6 weeks starting in mid-March, which is very reasonable in my opinion for what you get out of it. So can you chat with me if you want some more details, and I can connect you with Melissa, who is the one leading the program.
Thank you. Carolina.
Coralina.
Coralina.
Big coral reef.
Coral Reef Lena.
And I am a watery sign, February 28th. So.
Oh, Pisces, okay. All right, any other announcements, anybody? Let's have our closing tune. Kelby McNair.
All right. This is a
Thank you so much.
Lesia Kohut original. Join the Revelation. It's a pretty catchy tune, so I think if you don't know it yet, you will in a moment. Please stand up if you so desire. Absolutely. Actually, just now that you're on your feet, I want to let you know about a special community event we forgot to mention. If you are thinking to yourself, man, I'd really love to hear the Elevate Trio play live somewhere, well, we've got something for you. Herman's Jazz Club is a club that's near and dear to our hearts and the hearts of Victorians. It's been a huge thing for the community for about 45 or 48 years, 45. Maybe. Okay, this is the 45th anniversary on February 28th. So you can.
That's my birthday.
What? How,
Okay, wait, what time though? I'm having a birthday party, and what time?
7 o'clock is the party there. Yeah. Oh, bring your party. Come on over.
But yeah, but we won't be ready till
That's-
probably 9.
Totally. We'll be just finishing. Sad. Sorry. However, if you're not attending Coralina's birthday party and you want to come celebrate the birthday party of Herman's Jazz Club, come on down. There happens to be a wonderful musical director for the event this year, which is Pablo Cardenas. Yeah. Pablo is coordinating the festivities, and he's got some great contemporary music and artists, and also some of the original artists who played at the club 45 years ago will be joining him in special guest cameo appearances throughout the night. So it'll be a lot of fun. Now, that's the 28th of February. But right now, we're here and we're joining the Rev.Lesia. So if you want to maybe help me out with a little clapping. Here we go. Okay, here we go. In this world of wonder, there's a strong vibration, a powerful creating here and now. Okay, check. Use imagination, focus our attention. That's the how we're living life. Feeling joy, taking peace, heart and mind. We're feeling love, love. I have to say, things smiling up, all the time. In anticipation of a new direction, yearning for the truth of you and me. People of all ages, lifetime of devotion, praising universe, divinity. Living life, feeling joy, joy, and peace, peace, heart and mind. We live love, love. I have faith, faith, smiling up, all the time. Feel the love of faith, raise the love of faith, quantum activation now. Peace and celebration, be the transformation, join the revelation now. All right, please take a moment to bless your neighbor. Say a little hello, a little goodbye. Bid them on their way for the week of wellness. Let's see if we can sing the rest of this verse. We got some great more lyrics coming up on the screen. Okay, here we go. Now we amplify through prayer and meditation the playful curiosity of our youth. And in our awareness, consciousness, and being embodying the wholeness of the truth. We're living life, feeling joy, we're feeling peace, faith, spiraling up, up, all the time. Feel the elevation, raise the love vibration, want to make a vision now. Time for celebration, read the transformation, on the revelation now. Lord, life, feeling joy, joy, making peace. Heart and mind, feeling love, love, up, smiling up, up. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight here at VTC. We send you off into the world knowing that we have only one question to ask us, whether or not it is a gentle and loving universe, and I believe it is. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Glenn Sheridan. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Pablo Cardenas, Peter Dowse, the whole team here at VTC. We'll see you next week. Thank you.